Hello, my name is Alex Soto, developer advocate at IBM, and today we're going to see how to increase the code coverage using IBM Bob. Code coverage is something important, true, but don't get mad about the number. Doesn't matter if it's 70% of code coverage, 80% of code coverage, it doesn't matter. It's something that you need to keep in mind, that's all. Of course, having 100% of code coverage has no much sense because the efforts to get this number doesn't pay off the effort, okay? But it's true that depending on the kind of system that you are developing, for example, in regulated business, then maybe you need a minimal number, right? So let's see how to use Bob to inspect a code coverage report and find the gaps to increase this coverage. Okay, so you can see here it's my project and I've already run the code coverage tool. In this case, it's a Java project, so I used JaCoCo, okay, for getting the first test coverage report, okay? Now, if I go here, you can see that say, act as a tester explorer to find test cases to improve the test coverage based on the current JaCoCo test coverage report placed at this location. Read the JaCoCo file, explore what code has already been tested, and what tests could be done to improve the coverage. It's not necessary to have 100% coverage, but increasing the coverage for the relevant cases is necessary. So I'm just saying, hey, don't get mad of, starting exploring everything. Just, an increase. Of course, here you could put an increase of 5%, 10%, and so on. But well, here we give the freedom to Bob. So I'm just going to run it. Of course, now it's going to say, hey, I need to read the JaCoCo XML file. Okay, now it's going to analyze. I mean that IBM Bob already knows that this is a JaCoCo report and understands the format, okay? And then finally here it says, okay, current coverage summary, 43.6% of instruction coverage, 33.5% of branch coverage, classes tested, 21 from 29, okay, great. And then it says critical coverage gaps, booking service, 0% coverage and it's critical, book flight, core booking logic, and cancel booking. That recommended task, successful flight booking with valid data. Okay, here explain you all the steps that Bob thinks that it will be great to have implemented to increase the coverage. Again, the user service get user, the flight service list flights, entity methods, partial coverage. Okay, then it says, okay, you can use it on high priority, these ones. Partial coverage, this. Uncovered classes, these ones. Priority test implementation plan. First, this one, then this, then this. Okay, so you see that it's giving you all the steps, all the phases that you need to follow, and even it says you, hey, look, after phase one, probably you will have around 60%, 75%, and so on and so forth. So, okay, here it also gives you some more information, and now, of course, with this, we could say, oh, yes, true, we can just implement phase one. The three classes are just one. For example, user service get user. Then here in the prompt, we could say, hey, can you implement the phase one? And Code Assistant or IBM Bob will just read the phase one and implement it. Super, super fast and easy to get a code coverage report, verify how it's going, and propose how to increase this coverage. So I think that it's always worth to use also code coverage and code assistance together. In the next video, we'll see how to increase the test performance. Okay, so not the application performance, but the test performance. So our tests run faster, or the test will not run faster, but we will get the results faster. But this is for another video. So remember to subscribe to the channel and go to bob.ibm.com to download it and start using Bob.